What's up guys, it's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, and as promised we are going to have a look at our new featured costumed hero. Even though I'm pretty sure he's not going to be that impressive, as promised we're going to have a look at this guy today. So without further ado, let's have a look at Richard. Now he is taking on the same kind of costume that we saw with his counterpart last costume summon, and he's sort of gone for like a zombie type ghost super elemental vibe going on. I do kind of like the art and I do like the hammer. Let's see what he's got going on. So he is obviously an ice hero. He's a 5-star hero. He is now of the fighter class, so that's a bit of a change. He was a paladin in his original version and a barbarian in his initial costume. So the change over to fighter class, I guess we can give him the benefit of the doubt on that. That is a pretty decent class for him. The family bonuses for fully ascended, you get increased attack, increased defense, and increased healing for this classic family. I haven't really seen that be used to very good effect, to be fair. The main part of the new costumes is the costume bonuses. So the attack bonus 15%, defense 15%, health of 20%, and that mana bonus of 5%. Those are all important, and those do make a huge difference in terms of the stats. So if you do manage to grab his costume, you're going to want to level up all 3 costumes to take full advantage of that. It does take some time, but it is definitely worth it. Now, in terms of the stats, we are looking at 847 on the attack. Let's see if that's any higher than before. Yes, 740 was abysmal in the original version, 747 in the initial costume. So they've gone upward on the attack, which is decent. Unfortunately, though, he's gone down quite a bit in terms of his defense, so that makes him less survivable. But he does deal damage, so damage dealers having a higher attack stat is always a good thing. Now, in terms of the health, 1609 versus 1512 or 1485, I'd much rather have this version for those and also for the class. So far so good, Richard. I'm kind of slightly impressed. I thought I was going to be disappointed, but you're doing okay, man. Right, so special skill. Now, his initial costume was the Cloud Hammer. He dealt 415% damage to the target, minor to nearby. The target and nearby got minus 34% attack for 6 turns. Pretty decent hit to the target, but with that abysmal attack stat, it just doesn't feel like it used to. His initial costume, first costume, was 435% damage to the target, so a nice hard hit. Minor damage to nearby, and the target and nearby get minus 34% attack for 4 turns. So we were still sticking with the minus attack theme, just reducing it from 6 turns down to 4. And the damage was going up slightly, but the attack stat was staying relatively the same. So not a real change in terms of the costume, except that he looks a lot older. I think that Empires and Puzzles has definitely taken its toll on this version of Richard. And then he died. And then he was resurrected. And now he's got his hair back and the right color. So congrats on that, man. Now, his new special is called Dread Hammer, and he now deals 300% damage to the target and nearby. So he's dealing an even amount of damage to all 3 enemies that he hits, which is far preferable in this version to the others. So I do like that. He is running at average speed, and with that attack stat, that is going to hurt quite a bit. So decent. The target and nearby enemies then get minus 30% attack and a further 2% decrease in attack every time they're hit during 4 turns. That is better as well. So you know what? This is a better version of Richard, and this is probably a more usable version of him. I think if you pair him up with a hero like Frida, or you pair him up with Tinsel, who gives defense down, or any of the ice heroes that give defense down. I mean, there are loads. Adelinda's one that comes to mind, but there are quite a few, even Costume Finley. Even Isanya, if you're a bit stuck for a season, for a newer hero, season 1 hero that gives defense down but at slow speed, that can definitely deal some serious damage. Now, if we do add the max power preview I'm not sure why you would go and second limit break him, but if you do, we're going to be at 1146 on the attack, 1050 on defense, and 2114 on the health. So again, the attack stat is really what you're going to be looking at with this guy. And he is quite survivable. I'd probably go for first limit breaks for Costume Richard, to be fair. And obviously he's got the superior revive, which is fantastic. That is really worth mentioning. 35% chance to revive with 1 HP and 50% additional mana. Now that additional mana does mean that he's going to fire off quite often after he revives. So that is definitely a benefit for Richard. So do I like this new costume for him? Yes. Am I slightly disappointed by it? Not 100% sure. Jury's still out. I would have liked it to be like defense down or something, but there's a lot of defense downs. Maybe like a defense down against special skills, but then he'd be copying Magni. I think it's just that they're running out of things that they can do, man. Maybe like something like ailment immunity would be cool. But yeah, you know what? I do like this version of Richard, so I think that if you do grab him and you've already got either of the other two leveled, I'd go ahead and level him right away, because he is going to be usable, and he is going to be able to fit in well. I would say not so much on defense, but more on offense. But yeah, overall, I do like the new costume for Richard, so I might be in the minority on that one. He is featured alongside this lovely looking lad, Leonidas. And his costume is absolutely brilliant. So if you do manage to grab him, congratulations. So good luck in your summons, guys. I wish you all the best. Please do drop us a like and subscribe if you find the videos helpful. Send me some comments and let me know what you think of the new costume for Richard. And I'll see you all again in the next video. Bye for now.